That is not the right screen. That is not the right screen. Ugh. 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 Is what white? The fire? Yeah. Why? You can't tell that it's white. Like it's lit. Then how'd you know it was white? Colors seem off. I don't know. It's white. Colors seem fine to me. It's the same color as the light for some reason. I've never seen white fire before, but that's what it is. Wait, what the? Something is wrong with this world. I could see through my hair. It's the shader on the window, though, I think. That's weird. Titan, thank you for the 73 months. Thank you, thank you. How's it going, Puckett? What's up, DT, Red King, Little Baka, Hattori, Unlucky One Day, Camel. Did I say all the names? I jumped around. I jumped around. You adopted a cat today? She's driving you crazy. That's what kittens do. Maybe if I just don't face the window. It's weird how it does that. I could always... Hmm? What? What? I don't need a mirror. I'm not using a mirror. I'm just using the camera. Why does that just... The whole fucking thing's probably a mirror. Yeah, I don't need it. Like, I just have my thing in front of me. Fish. Fish. Hmm. Twitch don't like my foul language. It's... I assume because you said the word fucking, and for some reason it censored that as a sex word. Because fucking is a sex word. I don't know. I don't know. 504 gateway timeout near on-screen chat. Wait, really? Oh, you know what? I think I know what that is. I think that's trigger fire. Hold on. We'll find out. If I go click. It's not. What is it? Is it this? No. What is doing that? Is it sound alert thing? No. Throne's not on. This? It's Streamloots. I think Streamloots is down. Well, I turned it back on and now it's not there. It could show up again. Yeah, nope. It's Streamloots is down. Yeah, Streamloots is down. What can you do? Cake in the mirror. Cake. We put our kids in cages. Why not? Who
Drink
puts
some
kids?
water, bitch.
Who's putting kids in cages? What the fuck? Yeah, I don't see it anymore. So I guess that's what it was. Stream loots. I just came here to the party for the drugs. 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 Never heard of a barred crib. Okay, but it's like open on top. It's not like the cage is around. It's not over like you're not putting your child in like an animal crate, like a dog. How's it going, Emiko? Apparently Hattori's putting kids in cages. I, I would argue that's 100% worse than that shit that people do where they have their kid on a leash. So I guess to be fair, it can be a good idea if you have a kid that like runs away and you're like out in public and you're like the kid takes off. I've seen that way too often. Then you end up with some the fuck's that movie called? God damn it, Pet Cemetery type shit. That's what you end up with. That happened in that movie. The fucking kid ran out into the road and got hit by a truck. And then they were like, "Oh, I know what we'll do. We'll bury him in the haunted pet cemetery. What could go wrong?" And you got a little Satan child running around like some Omen type shit. How many things did you have left to check? That list was never ending. Quite a bit. Quite a bit. Because the reason that was happening is because it goes to a browser source and it pulls the information off of a web page. If the web page is down and putting out an error, well then, I got to figure out which one it is. And I've got Throne, Sound Alerts, Gamer Subs, Stream Loots, Trigger Fire, Stream Elements, which there's multiple different Stream Elements one. And then I think there's like more stuff down below too. I'd have to look. And I actually cleaned my shit up a lot too. So, but it's organized as my OBS is. There's still a lot of sources and shit. So, Oath drinking again? No. I'm sober. I'm sober. I'd like to be drinking. I'm not drinking until February. It's a dry January this month. No alcohol. Can't spray you while you're in VR, man. You'll get over it. You'll get over it. You'll get over it. It makes my hair disappear. Look at that. It makes me bald. Fucking shader. You look through the sleeve. There's a lot of clothes that do that. My brother had a monkey backpack that clipped onto him and the tail was a leash. We used it when we were shopping at the mall. Some kids like to run off, and that's how you stop them from running off. It's not even an animal leash. It's literally, they literally make them now for children because of that problem. Where do Nekos get buried? They don't. They just respawn. They just respawn. You've heard of the 9 lives thing, right? Need to keep them in closets. Look at me. Wait, what? You were kept in a closet. Wait, what? What? Look at you. What? A boost. Ball meal. Nice nails. Nails. I've never changed these out. I changed the clothes out. I've never changed the nails out. Like the base model didn't come with them. I added them myself, but I never got different ones. Your mom did that as a pet. Your mom's a cunt. That's not right. That's not. That's not a proper punishment for a child. It's fucked up. Never thought people would wear a mosquito net as a top. Not mosquito net. It's just a see-through top. See-through top. The streets are safe on GTA because Oath is in VR. No, it's GTA. The streets are never safe in GTA. I'm not the only one robbing stores and stealing cars and doing heists. Ooh. Spent my whole life in the closet and I did not turn out great. They weren't talking in that regard, but wish Oath would keep me in his closet. You don't. There's like spiders and centipedes in there. You don't want to go in there. Get off it, by the way. Yeah, it's not bad. No, Lizzie meant that as an actual punishment. She wasn't talking about... Like, she wasn't making a gay joke. Lizzie was Harry Pottered by her mom. She said kept in the closet as a punishment, not forced to live under the stairs in a closet. The difference there. It's kind of twisted. Your mom's a horrible human being. And I use the term human being very loosely. Are you touching my butt? No, it didn't work. It's because it's reversed. When I look to the right, to me it looks like I'm looking to the left. So I keep looking this way anytime Lizzie does something. They're not over here though, they're over here. My left. Anyway, how y'all doing? How's your Friday? Oh fuck, dude. I want to drink. Doing a dry January was a mistake. It was a mistake. I wanted to cut back, but not stop completely. These are a long 30 days. I was thinking like at the end of the, well, I don't know because I might have to do something that weekend, but the end of the month, the 31st is a Friday, right? It's Friday. I was thinking, what if I drink that night because like I'd be staying up into the night. But I don't know if I can do that because I might have plans the following days. I can't remember. I need to look at the calendar. I need to look at the fucking calendar and figure it out because I want some high noon. You headbutt my ass. Should have done February, shorter month. Well, it was kind of like I guess kind of like a New Year's thing, you know. Not just that, but like kind of with the drinking, I'd been, like drinking a little too much, kind of going overboard a little, and I wanted to give my body a little bit of a break, while also being like, you know what, I should cut back anyway. Then I was asked if I wanted to do a dry January, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, yeah, let's go. And well, we're halfway through the month, so we've got there halfway. It's the 17th, so it's over, halfway into the month. So we're doing good so far, staying sober. We're doing good. My therapist would be proud. Woo. You're fun when you're drunk. When I'm fucked up, that's the real me. When I'm fucked up, that's the real me. Hey. On meds, so no drinking. Yeah, no, that's a good idea. Not good to drink while on meds. Could make an exception for your birthday. Could have made an exception for your birthday. My birthday's in July. By the end of the month, you may not even want to drink as much. It's possible. What? You're not my therapist. What? What's that? I don't know what about the what about that? What? You your fucking thing keeps disappearing. I have to tilt my head down to see it or like up. And do dry Feb. Well, I'm not. I'm already doing dry January. No carbs February. Oh, she said February is her birthday. I don't know. I don't know. It's fine. I'm not an alcoholic in a sense that, I can't go without drinking. But I would argue that I may have the alcoholic side when it comes to not overdoing it. It's the kind of thing like once I start, I don't stop. That is an alcoholic thing. I think there was one night I had to have you be like, no, 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 no. I had just taken a shot with somebody and someone in a club world walked up and they're like, oh, take a shot with me. And Lizzie's like, you just did. And I'm like, I would. Like, you know what? Come back in like 30 or 40 minutes and I'll take the shot with you. But I can't do, I just did one with a group and then I can't keep doing that back to back to back to back. This isn't fucking 2018 anymore. We're fucking, oh God. We're 6 years deep from that point. It's been 6 years since 2018. All right. That's kind of scary to think about. Those party nights all those years ago was 6 years ago. It was the nonstop fucking shot, shot, shot. Ugh. That shit catches up with you. It's cold. I got the sniffles. Nottingham, thank you for the 83 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Hard to believe 2018 was 6 years ago. I know, it's wild. 6 years and your liver's yelling at you. Apparently my liver's fine. As far as I know, any test that I've taken is had doctors being like, yeah, your liver's okay, your kidneys are fine. We don't know what the fuck's wrong with you. We don't know why your stomach's messed up. I'm like, oh, well, that's good. I'm glad my liver's all right. It kind of sucks not knowing what's going on, but at least that was the thought process then. At this point, I know I know that it's kind of like food related, depending on like what I'm eating or drinking. Like for example, about a week ago, I got like a big order of diced pears and like this box of organic chocolate chip cookie bites because they don't have like a lot of like other bullshit in them. That being said, there's like leavening in them, which I think is like a preservative, and I think I could have a problem with that. Or it's the pears, like the acidity of the juice with the pears, because they use like grape juice and I think lemon juice and other shit like that. So one of those two things had my stomach kind of fucked up, and I haven't been touching them for the last couple days. And then, like yesterday, I was starting to feel kind of a little bit better, and today I'm kind of a little, like even more better. I'm not having that same feeling. I don't know how to explain it. It was like this burning feeling in the middle of my gut, with that specifically. But it's not always like that with different foods, so I don't know. How's it going, Dragon of War? Hard to believe 2018 was 6 years ago, though. I know. I know. I know. It's wild. It's kind of scary. Because hold on, let's see. 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24. 7 years. 7 years in VR is fucking crazy. 7 years of doing VR shit and making. Well, I've been doing content online for a long time, but as Oathmeal, it's a little over 7 years. So you don't have IBS or something? Supposedly, I may. I know my mom. I think my mom has had issues with that. I don't think my dad ever did. So maybe, but I think my problems are just more with what I'm like. Certain foods just don't agree with me anymore. You know, they just don't agree with me anymore. So Crohn's too. I think it's possible. I mean, there are some foods, like brown rice, for example. I've had issues with, and apparently people with Crohn's can have problems with brown rice. So it's possible. Could be a genetic thing, perhaps. I don't know how DNA. I don't think so, because my mom, I don't think has any issues eating that. It's like my mom can have chicken, I can't. My dad could have chicken, I can't. I used to be able to eat chicken, can't anymore. Same with peanuts and peanut butter or carrots, which I don't really care for carrots, but you know, yeah, I don't know. I don't really care for carrots, but it does suck because it kind of it. Oh my god, it sucks because it kind of limits you on what you can and cannot eat. So like for example, like because I can't have chicken, I can't have chicken noodle soup, and I used to have that when I would get sick. And it's like, okay, well, what if I do like a vegetarian, vegan type of chicken noodle soup? So you go to the store and you find some, and it's like, oh yeah, I could do this, and you look at the ingredients, carrots. There's carrots in there. And all that shit's kind of like floating around in the juice and stuff. So like I can't like drain I can't take the carrots out. It's still gonna have shit from the carrots. So, you know, what are you gonna do? So I just don't eat soup. I don't eat soup anymore. When I'm sick, I just sip tea. I sip tea and I still eat really minimalistic sandwiches. No chicken or creamy peanut butter. Well, I liked crunchy peanut butter. Crunchy honey peanut butter. But not anymore. At least your stomach don't really agree with the food you eat. Well, no, it does now. Like with what I do eat, I just don't eat the stuff it doesn't agree with anymore. So no peanuts, no chicken, no carrots. Uh, Nothing with high fructose corn syrup. I'm not sure if canola oil is. I thought canola oil was maybe a problem, so I started avoiding stuff like crackers and stuff that had it. But like the bread that I have apparently has it, and I haven't had really any issues with that so much. It's gonna joke about what you can't. Okay, okay. It's no worse than what the fucking people joke about in the chat sometimes. Plus, I mean, there's worse shit in VR chat streams, let's be honest, at this point, so. There's worse shit going on. It's even funnier too when it's somebody who is against that kind of thing, and they suddenly they suddenly do it. Like they're bending over and shoving their fucking ass in the camera, like their heads down, fucking ass is up in the air. Like, yeah, you used to have a problem with that. You're all for it now, huh? Gotta milk that money. Gotta milk that money. We are wholesome. Yeah, we are. Neko flattening is funny. Besides, I'm proof gravity works. Wait, what? What? Do you think those fish are irradiated or bioluminescent? Probably bioluminescent. If they were irradiated, they would be dead, wouldn't they? Wouldn't they? Well, they'd be fucking dead. Also, if they were irradiated, wouldn't they be green? Or is that just like a movie thing? What? Eyes. Oh, did you like put your head through it? Oh, is it because it's like all wavy? Oh, oh God, yeah, you get really close to that. Yeah. Oof. Oh, I don't like that. Yeah, that's fucked up. Yeah. Depends on how long they've been irradiated for. Okay, well at that point they'd probably have like weird growths and stuff though, right? Steamroller and throwing me out a window. Oh, yeah. I heard that a lot of salmon is farmed and have food coloring. I'm wondering if my country has it as well. Okay, but it's better to not use food coloring. What? A growth? No, I don't. Pointing at my stomach? The fuck are you pointing at? The tits are in the way. I can't tell. Pointing at my crotch? Excuse you. No, that's a big part of the problem that we have in the US is the fucking food coloring. The food coloring, like you shouldn't be eating a bunch of shit with food coloring and additives and all this stupid shit. It's bad for you. It's bad for you. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. Nothing truly natural anymore? No. Oatmeal, the tits are in the way. Well, they are. When I look down, it's all I literally see. I don't know how to show that, like, the viewpoint. Like, if I wonder, like, if I close the camera and I look down, like, that's what I see is just tits. Like, I can't see down. Like, it's not possible. I don't know how else to show you. It's like this. Hold on. Like, I look down and this is exactly what I see. So I'm just like, what are you trying to, what are you trying to show me, Lizzie? Like, I can't, like, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. I'm only a fool for you. Welcome to my life. Yeah. Nice view. There's a blue glow that happens when charged particles like electrons move through a medium, such as water. Faster than the speed of light in that medium, this effect is often seen in nuclear reactors submerged in water. Huh. Surely different types of irradiated things have different colors, right? Uranium's usually green, I don't think. Well, that's with water. Like, you're mentioning, like, with water, though. So there's, like, an added... There's an added variable there. I don't know. None of these fish are blue. Well, okay, a couple of them are, but there's like yellow and red, orange, yellowish orange, something like that. There's no green though. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. What a great time to come in. I was just showing what I'm seeing, all right? And white fire. You know, maybe they wanted to create something that just wasn't normal. They like not normal. Could you imagine, like, how would you even feed fish like this? So there's nothing. How would you feed them? Also, this isn't even glass. I think this is just supposed to be suspended water. That's why it's moving. Though I think it's solid. I don't think we can't go in there. So maybe it is like some kind of glass. But it doesn't look like it. It looks like it's moving. It doesn't have to be real. It's VR. Some of those fish are blue. Yeah, well, yeah. But they're not green. Hmm. What? What? What now? Hmm. What? Maybe there's like some kind of like little latch what they open and then they feed the fish that way. Oh, you're looking over the edge. There's a hidden latch under the couch. That's how they do it. Drink if you're single. And I'm single. And I'm single. Does Lil Wayne make music anymore? How am I? I'm doing alright. I just got the sniffles for some fucking reason. I think the weather's just fucking with me. That and wearing a headset against my face kind of probably doesn't help. You drank? Darn. Darn. Yeah, I'm doing alright. Just saying I think the world builders need to think a bit more about the lore building. Well, I mean, like, they just want to make a world that's comfy. This world's kind of comfy, right? It's comfortable. What? How's it going, Red Onion? Imagine having to move your couch whenever you feed your fish. What a design. Well, it's not like these are like bean bags and shit up here. Like just bean bags on the floor. Or like over here, there's also bean bags. So I meant under that, not like under like an actual couch. There's furniture here. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm just here. Be drinking for my for my whole life. Surely you won't be single forever. What is that? That just looks weird. Lazy, that's glass. You have to go around. You have to go around. Around. It doesn't open. It's not a door. It's a really awful design choice for the world. I think it's actually supposed to be like a door that slides like across, which makes no fucking sense. It's just weird design choice. I feel like oh, is the shirt just crumpled or one of the tits posed? No, it's just crumpled. I always like accidentally like grab shit like that. Like I'll grab the hair and accidentally pose it, or the chest and accidentally pose. It's fucking annoying. It's fucking annoying. Ugh. How you doing, Runa? Seems Wayne's put out a good number of songs in 24. Album in 23 too. I used to listen to a lot of Lil Wayne when I was like in high school. Not so much anymore. Not so much anymore. I don't know what he's doing anymore. I think he did a song with like Tyler the Creator, didn't he, or something? I never listened to it. I haven't listened to anything new from Tyler, and I know he just came out with an album. Found the scary thing. What? What are you talking about? A leech? I think I've seen Chromia use that before. It's just weird. Fucking creepy. Good thing it's a legal sport to hunt foxes here. Yep, time to hunt Tyrus. Tyrus is a hoe. Do I have to drink per year that I've been single? If you do all that in one sitting, that could be enough to knock you out, potentially. Is Santa bringing gifts to everyone? Hoo hoo ho. Hoo hoo ho. Literally playing a Steam Train game as I talk to an internet femboy I can't get much less attractive, and I'm fine with it. Dude, not everybody's into the same thing. Some people might be into that as well. You just gotta find the right person. Just gotta find the right person. He came out with 3 albums in 23. I'm just not connected to hip hop. I think that's what it is. I'm disconnected from hip hop. I don't listen to Lil Wayne as much as I used to, so I don't know what the fuck he's doing. And Drake is just a fuckboy at this point. He's got to be the softest artist in hip hop that I've ever seen. Attractive and single isn't about that, to be honest. Do you go out anywhere? That'd probably be why. If you're chronically online and stay in the whole time, you're not going to meet anybody. So, unless you meet them online, which I don't always recommend. There's a lot of crazy people online. Was he being lewd like usual? Well, that's just normal. Yeah, just normal. That's what you do. They're probably talking about the fucking tentacle thing you were doing. You can't be like, what the fuck did I do? Like, you literally just swapped to that and were wrapping around me. It's a leech. Yeah, it still looks like some kind of tentacle thing. Used to be on the pulse of hip hop back in high school, but I stopped caring at some point. A lot of the big music just doesn't appeal now. No, a lot of the popular, like, rap and hip hop is just fucking garbage. You can't understand it. At least that was the case. There was a lot of mumble rap. And I kind of, like, disconnected by that point. I was just like, fuck this shit. It just doesn't sound good. I don't know if it's still like that, but, need to get high, y'all insane. Yeah, sure, that'll that'll help. Meet people all the time. To recruit into the Sharpie sniffing army. Crazy people like Oath. I'm not crazy. Lizzie Big Horny. Accurate. She's like, what the fuck? Based Oath, you know it. Every so often I'll find a niche artist I fuck with though. Yeah, I mean, like every once in a blue moon, something will pop up. But usually, like when I find like stuff, it's like I don't know, it's random. It's not something that's gonna reconnect me to any shit like that or whatever. Sharpie sniffers unite. Was crazy once. Locked you in a room. You're hot. I know. I have eyes. Oh no, rats make me crazy. Oh shit. Oh rat. The voices in my head keep telling me about my car's extended warranty. Ugh. The only voice I hear in my head is my own, and it's annoying. Quick lock oath in a rubber room with rats. Directions unclear. Locked in room with rubber rats. It just made me think of a story my dad told me once. He had this like, okay, so he was driving one time. He used to drive a semi, and he was driving along the road, and he saw what looked like a snake in the middle of the road, and he ended up stopping because he was somewhere where there wasn't like a lot of traffic. And he went out to look at it, and it was a fake snake. It was just like it was a rubber rattlesnake. It's in the middle of the road. So he picked it up and just threw it in the truck and kept it. I think he wanted to use it for like a garden or something because he would like grow stuff. You know, scare birds and other things away. So he threw it in the truck, right? This fucking random, right? Rubber snake. So he's he continues driving and sees another snake in the road. And he thinks, oh, another rubber snake. So he gets out and goes to grab it, and it fucking starts slithering away. The fuck are the chances? Freaked him out. He jumped back when he realized it was a real one. That's crazy. Like, what are the chances of that happening back to back? It's wild. But I remember he had that for a while because, like, I ended up taking it. I don't know whatever happened to that thing. It's gone now because that house is sold. Gone now. Along with my Game Boy games, my Hot Wheels, my Pokemon cards. I wish I found all that stuff before the house was sold. Took a snake where? Fucking pervert. Pervert. But you can't say that and then look down. Me? You go, took a snake where, and then you look down at my crotch. Right. I'm watching you. I got my eye on you. I know you. I'm watching you. She's like, what the fuck? Did he double check the first one? Well, yeah, because like it wasn't moving, and it looked like a fucking it looked like a rattlesnake. So he kicked at it, and it was obviously fake. So then he took it and threw it in the truck. The second one was not fake. Your grandfather grabs snakes off the road too. Why? That's the thing I didn't like. Why even stop for that? Why not just keep fucking going? Just weird. It's Danger Noodle. I mean, the first one was a fake Danger Noodle, but it's been a while since we played Truck Simulator. Yeah, I've been thinking about it. We'll probably play it again at one point. Good eats. Not when you're driving a truck. You don't have time to cook that. Like you're literally on the road traveling. You're picking up loads and dropping them off and shit. Like you don't have time to cook a fucking snake. Your dad drove semis too. No snake stories though. Yeah. I mean that doesn't surprise me. It's not like I don't think it's like a normal thing. Like lewd. I'm not lewd. I didn't do anything. Puts them in his garden because they are good luck. But they eventually leave. Like they're free to roam. Like they might just leave. My dad put the fake one there because like different animals are afraid of snakes. Like it might deter birds from eating, you know, anything you're growing, or like cats from fucking like shitting in your garden and then burying it or whatever. And my dad hated that. He fucking hated when cats did that because they would dig up the mulch, like they would dig around in the mulch and shit. Treat it like a litter box. Those driving streams on that modded city game were a vibe too. Modded city. Are you talking about like the you're talking about Assetto Corsa? When I was doing like the no Hesse thing, like weaving in between traffic and shit. My cat put a dead chipmunk in my sneaker. Either saving it for later or trying to bring you food because it thought you couldn't hunt. Just trying to help you. Reminds me of the time I got lost on a small isle. We went through the middle. I got lost, so I went clockwise on the shore, found an abandoned military training camp, told the others, they asked for the way. And they went counterclockwise instead and found an active base. Apparently they yelled and flashed spotlights at them. I mean, yeah, if it's an active base, that they don't want civilians there. Had a heart attack. You didn't want a free chipmunk to eat? My cats aren't allowed outside. They don't go outside. So they're like, at least 2 of them are terrified to go outside. Ivy, we haven't tried to take outside, so she stays inside. The others stay inside because they don't want to go anywhere. They all get on edge anytime the ring goes off. Like if I'm upstairs and I have my phone nearby and like a car or like somebody like walks by and triggers it, it makes a noise on my phone and the fucking cats freak out. Like they'll jump up, like they'll jump up on the couch or they'll like sit at the top of the stairs and like be peeking around because they're like, who's here? Who's here? Like they got to be ready to hide. They're just not social. Not social. Or well, it depends. It depends on who. Depends on who's showing up. Depends who's showing up. Ugh. Yes. What would I be without you? The first friend I ever made on VR chat is online. And I don't know what that world is. They're clearly social, it's just that they used to belong to Ace Ventura. Wait, what? Clearly social, they just used to belong to Ace. Huh? What is that into context? What's the context on that? What's that in reply to? My only friend is online too. Just like their mama. Oh, the cats! Fuck, I forgot we were even talking about the cats. What's that have to do with Ace Ventura? Though, I don't understand. It's like their mama. Listen, I don't mind going out. I just don't like being around people or dealing with traffic. And I struggle to get in the car. I used to love night drives because there would be no traffic or people. But I can't even do that right now because anxiety. I just googled the Assetto Corsa thing. That was definitely it. Yeah. I stepped on my cable. I'm close to fixing this issue. I got the fucking thing out. I literally got the thing out. It's in a box off to the side. I have a treadmill on the way, along with like lube for the treadmill, because like you're supposed to keep those, I guess, lubed up like with use or whatever. I plan on doing streams where I'm like walking on the treadmill. We already have a treadmill upstairs in the cat's room, but I want one down here that I can kind of like walk on while I'm on stream, and then like like fold up and store off to the side. That way it's not in the way. Like how I did mine. Sure. I've already seen how people do it though. I've got the pulley systems. It's just I haven't set it up yet, but that's a part of it. I mentioned that because I'm going to set up like the pulley system that I have. So it won't be an issue where I'm stepping on the fucking cable anymore. It's going to run up along the back wall and then along the ceiling. Treadmill lube. Yeah, like after a while of using a treadmill, you're supposed to like put oil, like a lube. Otherwise, it can break down. The fuck? Right. Just imagining you waterboarding on the treadmill using lube. Waterboard? What? No, it's you're supposed to. I don't know where specifically. I'm gonna have to look at the fucking thing, but after like a lot of use, you're supposed to like lube up certain spots on it. It's a fucking piece of machinery. Like it's got a belt and everything. That's new to me. Well, are you familiar with treadmills? Because if not, that might be why. It sounds legit. I mean, it is. Like, if you go to Amazon and you look up treadmills, or well, if you look up anything on Amazon, like when you buy something, a lot of the time, uh, they'll have like a thing along the bottom of the page where it's like frequently bought with, and then it'll show things. You look up treadmills, and there's a high chance you're gonna find that it lists like an oil or like some kind of lubricant or whatever to use for it. So, yeah, it would be cool to see you hang with Rob and say your Friday night fling is here. Go tell him that, and maybe he'll re-add me. He unfriended me like years ago. Special treadmill lube sounds like a WD-40 scam. I don't fucking know. Look, dude, I just know that they sell it. I think usually they probably come with it. But it's probably like a small bottle. And eventually, like, assuming the treadmill lasts that long, you'd have to buy more after running out of that. That being said, I don't have WD-40. Come with lube. I'm not talking about like sexual lube. It's like literally like a type of oil. There's a lot of different things that use shit like that. You want an example? Clippers that you use for hair for like shaving and stuff. Like when you use those, you're supposed to oil parts of those. You're supposed to. But you might not know that if you go and get haircuts instead of cutting your own hair. Because you're not a barber. But barbers do that. Imagine 3 years ago, clowns. It wasn't three. I don't think it was 3 years ago. I think it was like probably about 2 years ago. I haven't been like Rob and I haven't been friends on VR chat in a while. I've like Murder Crumpet still has me added, but Rob cleaned up his friends list and removed me along with how many ever other people. I'm pretty sure the only reason he unfriended me was because I never went to his DJ night thing. But that was because he wouldn't let me bring people. Or he wouldn't let me bring the person that I asked to bring. I asked if I could bring Tyrus and he said no. Because he was worried about problems because I guess they had issues in the past or something, and I'm just like, that's fucking stupid. That's actually stupid. Silicone slippery lube on nail clippers keeps from breaking them. I think that's the thing is it helps like the cut be better. So that makes sense. I've never used anything like that on nail clippers before, but like for hair clippers, it's probably the same fucking thing. A similar thing. Hmm? What? Big cringe, that's petty. Yeah, no, him and I got in an argument about it. The last time, literally the last time we talked on Discord was me getting pissed off because back when I used to host party nights, we let him bring his friends, even though they caused multiple problems in the club. We never kicked them out. But we would let people bring people if they wanted to and said, like if they do something fucked up, it's on you. Like you're the one that's taking responsibility for this person. And that was understood. But we never said no to him bringing his friends. So when I ask a favor, he shuts me down. And I'm like, well, that's kind of unfair, man. Like, I understand why you don't want to let them show up, but like, I don't really know many people there. And like, they're not going to do anything weird. They're not going to cause problems. If they do, like, I'll take responsibility for that. And he's like, no, like, it's my thing. Like, I don't want any drama. And I'm like, there's not going to be drama. Like, you're being an asshole. I literally mentioned the instance where we let his friends show up. They upset people and did shit they weren't supposed to do, and we never said anything about it. Never said anything about it. And he's like, "How dare you insult my friends? How dare you?" I'm like, "All right, man. Fuck it. Never mind. Never mind, man. Never mind." I wasn't insulting his friends. I like his friends. I think like the people in question, like Vigors, I think he's funny. He can be a little like, what's the word? I can't think of the word. He can be kind of out there with his humor, but I like Vigors. Meech was another one. I like Meech. Like, I wasn't insulting them. It was an example, but whatever, man. I don't want to go to the Degen Nights anymore anyway. This shit is so not Degen at all. Like I'd been there in the, unless it changed, that shit was fucking watered down. Get in a massive fight with him because he called a friend at the time an asshole simply because my friend didn't like him. Well, that's all it takes. If you don't like him, he gets upset. That's not the first time I've heard that before. Who was it? Somebody mentioned that before. They had him blocked and he was like harassing another person to like ask them to unblock him. Like trying to do like this phone tag thing, and it's like, dude, leave them alone. They don't want to unblock you, man. They don't want anything to do with you. Like, leave them alone. We lube just about everything. Lube is great for everything. Oh yeah, it's even better to cover your body in lube and then run and fucking slide on a slip and slide. That's the way it's done. Man, slip and slides are so cool. Get these guys, you have us. No, I'm just mentioning it. This was years ago. I don't really care at this point. Can take his friends and be insulted by the... Well, no, he gets along with his friends. I said no to their fucked up mute thing because it's not fun to be like this. That's when I got unfriended. Yeah, you have to be a yes man. You have to be a yes man. I don't know. I had this whole fucking hatred for the mute meta thing. That's why I tried to flip it on its head. Like, because I was still mute at the time, and I had people ask me to be their mute, and I was like, no, like, I don't want to. Like, I think it's disrespectful to other people, like other people that are mute, when you've got, you know, your quote-unquote mutes crawling around on the ground and acting like dogs and shit. I just didn't like that. They can eat my actual pussy. Fuck it. Oh, is that all it takes? Let me join back with this. Yeah. Hell yeah. You say he gets along with them, but once they cause him trouble, he's gonna kick it. Well, no, they don't go to those lobbies. These were like an older friend group. They don't go to those lobbies. Like Meech, I don't think I haven't seen Meech in a long time. I don't even think he gets on VR chat anymore. He just does GTA RP and Red Dead Redemption RP. Like now. Vigors, I don't think does VR anymore. Like a lot of Rob's old group just don't get on anymore. But he's not gonna kick them. Like that's they go back. They're not gonna do anything that would upset him. Bullshit got old, I'm sure, day after day. Huh? Well, if I had to guess why they don't go to his lobbies anymore, it's because they got bored of the same old mute meta bullshit. It's... Though it's... I guess it's kind of evolved now. Now it's not just mutes. Now it's... Like, some mutes have swapped to using voice changers. So a lot of them sound like Vebe or Ariana Grande now. Pretty close, both people. Hell yeah! How you doing, Inky Rain? I don't know. I don't know. AI fix with their... I don't have a problem with people using like the AI voice thing. It's whatever. People can use it if they want it. I just think it's funny when they all sound the same, or they're using like Ariana Grande's voice or Vebe. There's somebody that sounds like noticeably familiar. Like it's like, that's God. Could be because they don't have many choices, I guess. As time goes on, they'll be able to adjust that shit more, though. I'm sure. What I do have a problem with is people who say it's the real voice. There's one person that does do that. They do Fansly content too. And when I was I wanted to try out the voice changer thing because I thought it was funny. So I tried it out on stream and I noticed somebody else in there. I'm not gonna say the name of the person because I don't want to start shit. Not that it matters. But I seen them in the voice change server, and I was like, I fucking knew it, dude. Like you could tell with the artifacting of the voice and everything, but just like you can't lie about that. Need an AI voice of you? God no. Nobody wants that. How's it going, lover boy? How you doing, Lynx? Chillin', Inky Rain. Hell yeah. Imagine the fucked up shit people would have me saying. I don't even know how you would do that. You would have to have like it would be doable because I guess my VODs don't have music in them, but you would have to not have any background noise. You'd have to train like an AI model on my voice. I don't know how you do that. I would consider friending Crumpet if it was not for his tendencies to diss my terrible mic. Tossed him off a cliff to vent. We get along well enough. I like Crumpet. I like Crumpet. Crumpet did upset me a couple times because back when I was I had made an NSFW Twitter and it was kind of a more private thing. Like I usually kept it privated and people had to request to follow it. Anytime I would run into Crumpet, they would bring it up and like make shit really awkward. Which at this point I don't fucking care if people bring it up because I'm more comfortable with that kind of thing now. But back then it was like, dude, stop! Like you're bringing this up, like I would go to their lobbies, and that's the one thing they would bring up, and it'd be a room full of people. So I've got there's a bunch of people around, and Crumpet's just like oh yeah, you know, Oath's Twitter has art of them like doing blah 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 blah, blah. And I'm like, you're making me very uncomfortable. You get like everybody with their fucking eyes on you. Not only that, they're streaming to like thousands of people. It's like, dude, this is very uncomfortable. So I had to ask them to stop. I'm like, please don't do that anymore. Crumpet is convinced I'm your sex slave when it's just the opposite. That's your fault. That's your fault. You did that. You know that, right? You know that I record, like I'm streaming right now, this is recording. I have years of VODs. I can go back to that exact moment because I remember when it was, Lizzie. I remember when it was. Specifically because there is a clip of me saying that Crumpet needs to be kept on a leash. All I need is how long ago that was, and I can find that. It was your fault. It literally was your fault because you were egging it on. They said that shit and you were egging it on. That is why they're convinced of that. You were egging it on. And Crumpet latches onto that shit. They latch onto that. There's one interesting one where a mute friend of mine took on a so voice. Oh, wait, on a what voice? Wait, what? Oh, I remember to keep it light. Not the Gwen shit again. I don't need that in my life. Not again. Crumpet kind of have that personality to upset people. Crumpet's good at trolling people. The thing is, I've heard Crumpet's not like that on stream, but I've only ever been around Crumpet when they're either streaming or they're around other people that are streaming. I've heard that they're different off stream, like not in a fake way, but like a more like genuine, like nice but still funny kind of way. I've never gotten to experience that. Never gotten to experience that. It's just like the butt of a joke again. Yay. Wait, Oath is Lizzie's sex slave? No. There's no sex slaves. Not here. Oh, AI voice? Took on an AI voice? Yeah, no, which is fine. I don't see a problem. Like, there's nothing wrong with using... Like, Ko uses an AI voice. Ko uses one. I think I'm pretty sure Jacoba uses one. Like, nothing wrong with it. I just think it's funny when there's a bigger group and they're all using like the same fucking thing. Like I said, Vebe or Ariana Grande. Fabulous. No, no. Sounds like Crumpet I eat him on stream. Crumpet has some thumbs. They all sound the same. No, well, that's the problem is with the to be able to use an AI voice thing like that, you have to train the model on another person's voice. It's literally learning from someone else's voice. So it's trying to emulate their voice out of what you're saying. It's feeding your voice into it and trying to match it, which is why a lot of the time it doesn't work. Like it'll sound really fucking bad, especially if the person has a way different voice. Let's make a Gwen one. What? Gwen already was like an AI type thing. Well, it ran through AI, but it wasn't an AI. It's a different thing. It wasn't somebody talking into it to make it talk. You talk like Gwen. No. What? No. Just murdered my computer. I've never frozen my computer this bad before. Oof. Finished watching Evil Dead Rise. Is that the newer one? I haven't seen that. Liquid nitrogen is a bad idea. Liquid nitrogen? Wait, what? Mutes all sound the same. I meant the ones that use the fucking AI voice changing shit. Imagine someone training an AI voice changer using their own voice. I feel like it's a bad idea. What happened to Gwen? They're visiting their family off in Antarctica. Their penguin family. They might come back someday, just not right now. I think Jufa uses Ariana Grande one when she plays games from time to time. I've never watched Jufa, so maybe. I don't know. They're not the only one that uses it, though. I know that much. Pretty sure that's what Tautless did, is they aren't fully confident in themselves. Yeah, no, Tautless also uses AI voice as well. I thought Gwen got audited by the IRS. Well, tax time ain't till April. So... But you don't fuck with the IRS. You don't want to do that. I've never realized I've been using a voice changer this whole time. You haven't. That's a lie. Visiting their family in Oath's stomach? No. I didn't eat them. The fuck, man? His family in South Africa and they have mojito. Gwen is a penguin. What penguin lives in South Africa? They will ruin your life. Mutes, penguins, or the IRS? I was talking about voluntary mutes. You're not voluntary. Gwen is a cunt. No, just what they say. The repeated fabulous femboy, you know, keep the banter lighthearted. That drives me fucking bonkers. I can't with that. That's why I had to stop that shit. I just couldn't. Driving me nuts. Rosmic has too sexy of a voice for it to be a voice changer. Like how people have been saying Pirate Software like adds bass to his voice to make his voice sound deeper. Because there's video of him talking at like at an interview for something else and his voice sounds higher pitched. You'd be surprised if some penguin species will go to Africa for the season. Huh. Reported you for what? You think my penguin reported you? Saying that stuff. Well, did you have it coming? Yeah, well, you know, maybe you shouldn't have. Maybe you should have not upset Gwen. I need to calibrate again. Straight up, straight up. Can Lizzie be reported for being a pervert? She's memeing you brought up a pirate. What? What? I was talking about Jason, Mr. Pirate Software. Well, he doesn't like people calling him by his real name. He wants to be called Thor. All this stuff that I'm just reading online about the guy makes him sound like such a horrible person now. Literally, he went from being like respected and seeming kind of smart and everything to now his opinion's gone down a lot from people. He takes care of ferrets. Yeah, I mean, that's nice. Yeah, he's just not good at World of Warcraft. And he's a narcissist. I do like ferrets, though. Brought up the pirate voice changer thing, and he's been saying that he will report people over stupid shit, so I misconnected things. Well, yeah, that, and he's been reporting people too. Which I get reporting people for like any death threats or doxing and stuff like that. Fuck those people, but anybody who's like calling him out on his bullshit, reporting for that is a fucking joke. Like, grow some thick skin or get off the internet. Everyone online is fucked up in some way. I mean, yeah. I just don't like narcissists. A forum post on him that confirmed my prior suspicions about him. Well, supposedly he's been faking runs too, like puzzles and games and shit, which is just kind of funny. Like, you got to keep that smart look. That that's what I've heard. I don't know if that's true, but if it is, that's just even funnier. You are not the only normal one. You're out of your mind. You're out of your fucking mind. All right, what's 9 times 7? Count with the fingers. It's 63. 63. Normal person? Normal. I'm normal. I saw some clips that look pretty sus where he just insta-solves puzzles after looking at his phone. Yeah, no, it was something about him, like, I guess running past a point where there was a puzzle or whatever, and then turning around and going back, and then walking straight up to the part where, like, you would solve the puzzle, and then being like, like, after looking at his phone, like, before doing all that, he was looking at his phone for a long period of time. Be like, I get it now. That's what I read. It's like that's fucking sad, man. Just that does not look that doesn't make you look good. Guess Lizzie got reported for slinking people. I don't even know what that means. You're anything but normal. Well, I never said I was normal. I think normal's boring. Normal's boring. All right, hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on, where is this? Here we go. All right. Hmm? Flashed? Yeah, okay. Ugh. Eh. Good night, Camo. Did you say you weren't gonna get fucked up tonight? You're gonna wake up feeling like shit tomorrow? You're gonna wake up feeling like absolute shit. Ugh. Good lord. Alright. How's it going? I'm back. Blah. A morning after pill. That's not what those are for. That doesn't help with a hangover. It's birth control. Couldn't. What? My fucking controller's frozen. Just failing at checking it. Ugh. Holy shit, man. The yawning has begun. The yawning has begun. What I miss? Nothing. I went AFK to use the bathroom and to get out of my sweatpants. Yeah. Trust my brothers from way back in the nosebleeds. Open the Ark of the Covenant. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Hmm? Why is Satori mentioning morning after pills? I don't know. Lizzie's getting fucked up and feeling morning sickness. That's not what morning after pills are. It's not what those are. You see the old Indiana Jones movies? I have not. I actually fell asleep trying to watch one like a year or two ago. They suck bad taking them. What, after morning pills? Did you just fucking swallow the pill? Is that it? Like, what's so hard about swallowing a pill? What? Makes you bleed. I've never heard that before. It's literally, it's just a birth control pill. It's just a stronger birth control pill. I don't, it's probably different for everybody. That's probably just what happens to you. That guy opened the arc and then his face melted off. Oof. Respect the body. Guess I'll see. Yeah, that depends on the person. People have different bodies. It makes me have like a mini period. That sounds fucking miserable. Sounds miserable. Blah. Ugh. I'm not a drum set. Gonna rot my brain with more PoE 2. You've fallen victim to the addiction, haven't you? Fallen victim to the addiction. Did you hear about the whole Elon Musk drama with PoE 2? Him pretending like he's a god gamer, paid for people to make a really fucking good account, and then he got it killed. uh Paying a Chinese guy, probably. They got him really good gear, but him talking about it being like, yeah, it's only this level, which is like the top level you can get for gear, because it doesn't match your like level, like the level of your character. And then he got butthurt about Asmongold talking about it, and he unverified Asmon on Twitter and leaked the DMs between them. He's a fucking idiot. He's an idiot. He doesn't understand what editors are for like live streamers and YouTubers and shit. He's a moron. People think that Elon Musk is smart. Elon Musk is a genius to stupid people. That's the best way to put it. The only thing Elon Musk is good at is hiring people that are good at shit. That's it. Which is a skill in itself. He's not a smart person. He hires smart people. For the rocket shit, he hires smart people. For Tesla, he hires smart people. To boost his Path of Exile 2 account up, he hires smart people. He's not smart. When are you going to see us surf again? Oh, that's a good question. I haven't done that in a while. So I used to only surf on one server, which I think was like Imperfect Gamers or something like that. I'm still in the Discord. I stopped doing it because they didn't update to CS2. They ran the server on CSGO still, which you could run by not updating to CS2 or putting something in your like boot thing, I think, or like a beta setting or something on Steam. I haven't checked in a while, so if it works on CS2 now, I mean, I probably could do that because it was fun surfing. But I don't know. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've surfed. He hired my ex to make a rocket. I'm concerned. What? Did you date a rocket scientist? And turn off global chat because of people pointing it out so much. Oh, I'm sure that's like all people are talking about for a little while now. Is his character fucking dying on there. Dude, the cats are like getting in drawers upstairs or something. I'm gonna have to go upstairs and see what the fuck they're doing. Easily argue that I'm smarter than elongated muskrat. I dropped out of high school after repeating my senior year. I don't know how much knowledge he has on shit in general, but the stuff that he tries to be smart with, he's not. All he cares about is looking cool and looking smart, and he does a really bad job at it. I mean, Twitter's gotten progressively worse since he's purchased that. It's obvious he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing there. He has no understanding of social media, especially since he doesn't know what the fucking editor is. Called Elon Musk out for having 2 editors. People that are just literally editing his fucking YouTube videos. I don't know. The easiest way to become rich is inherit money from your family, especially when they own an emerald mine. An emerald mine. Emerald mine, not mind. I can't talk. I'm fucking sober and I can't talk. I can't talk. Usually it's a problem when I drink. I'm fucking sober. I have no excuse. I have no excuse right now. Because that's not even dyslexia. Like, I am dyslexic, but that's not, I don't know what you'd call that. That's just not saying words right. It might be part of it, because the D in emerald, I might be kind of like adding that on to the end of mine and saying mind. I don't know. CS surfing is still bad. I never had a problem with it. I like surfing. You mean like it's bad? Like it doesn't work well? Because it worked fine on CS:GO. I don't know how well it works on CS2, but it worked perfectly fine on CS:GO. Unless you ask Mimica, in which she'll flat out say that it's bad and it used to be better on Source. It's a fucking lie. It's not much different. Like, at all. She's just not good at surfing. And she can't admit that she's worse. She's worse at something than me. Can have everything: money, good looks, smarts. Take Musk and Trump as an example. Well, Trump's a really bad example of a businessman as well. He's not a good businessman. Anybody who starts a casino and then fails at running the casino is not a good businessman. You can't fuck up a casino. Casinos are literally made to make money. But Trump managed to fuck up running a casino. So, yeah. I think the US is in for a really bad time with Trump being the next president and Elon Musk, who is the richest person in the US, having a seat in his White House. That's very bad. I don't understand why people think that that's a good idea. That's quite literally somebody who abuses the system and has a fuck ton of money. It's just bad. It's just bad. I don't know why anybody would think that's a good thing. It's gonna be bad. Whoever it is, our government's very fucked up. Yes, but it's objectively worse. See what happens with Russia would be nice if the war ends peacefully. I can't see that happening. I can't see that happening. Never go to casinos because I don't trust myself to not develop a gambling addiction. That's probably the smarter move, to be honest. Because gambling is fun, but that's not like a can of worms that you want to open if the possibility is there for you to get addicted to gambling. Because you can absolutely ruin your life doing that. Move to an island with good people and internet and hardly any people. Well, the problem with that is who owns the fucking island? Hmm? Who owns the island? What island? How you doing, Kitsune? Good evening. People said just give them Ukraine. No, they would most likely want Finland after that. The whole thing is kind of fucked up. What about the people that lived in Ukraine? What do you mean give them Ukraine? What about the people that live there? What about the people that they've killed in the process of trying to take it? Like, are you just gonna say fuck those people? Like, it's fucking brain dead. That's a brain dead take. It's absolutely brain dead. Russia attacked Finland a lot as well. Finland did amazing. I'm happy for them. See, I don't know anything about that specifically. I can't really say anything. I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying that you're saying that. I'm not saying that you are. I'm saying people that think like that, that's a brain dead take. I don't think that you said that. He's in Ukraine? I didn't know that. His place got bombed. See, there's no way to justify that at all. That's just fucked up. Best part is they get to decide whether or not what I fucking say. Wait, whether or not I'm what I say I am, I don't get to say that I'm a woman, which is true because my fucking birth certificate says male on it. It's getting to that point where it might be safer to move to another country. There are some countries that are against that kind of thing as well, still. Obviously, not those countries being an option to move to, but the US is just kind of going backwards. It's going backwards. People care way too much about what other people have in their pants. They care way too much. And they're using fear of pedophilia and saying that trans people are pedophiles as a means of arguing against it and turning people against trans people. And that's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's scary too when you see the type of shit that a lot of them say too when they talk about like killing pedophiles, which, you know, pedophiles don't deserve anything good, right? But it's a problem when they're saying that, when they're also trying to label trans people as pedophiles, because if they just start saying trans people are pedophiles, well, then are they going to want to start killing trans people? Kind of a problem. Kind of a problem. How you doing, Prototype? Summarize it, Russia invades Finland with tanks. They freeze the death trapped in the tanks, and then we had a guy no-scope ski sniping. What the fuck? The guy just turned it into Call of Duty. Good lord. Don't want specific details on what people do in their bedrooms or whatever, but I'm not going to hate people for being different. I think that people just care too much about what other people are doing. If the bathroom thing is a problem, then make another set of bathrooms. I don't like there's other solutions to this to the shit that people mention. But people want to like, you know, be assholes about it instead of like finding another solution. Just weird. If any politician or anyone goes for the think of the kids, it's usually not turned out to be good for everyone. They only care about the kids up to a certain point. They'll say think of the kids, but these are the same people that don't do shit for children once they're born. They're pro-life in a sense where they're against abortion, but once that child is born, they don't care if that child lives in poverty. It's a lot of the same people who don't want to see like the minimum wage raised up above what it has been for the longest time, while the rich keep lining their pockets, and the fucking wage gap keeps getting bigger. Politics, man, politics. Yeehaw. It's the same people who, you know, they want to talk about trans people being pedophiles, right? But then they ignore the amount of priests and churches that get called out for it. It's like people cherry picking the fucking Bible. Shit's comical. Sometimes people bandwagon anything. Social media is made so much worse because people it's made so much worse because people try to speak for people they have no idea. Yeah, no, that's they talk on shit that they don't understand. A lot of that shit's just it's pure ignorance. They don't understand what the fuck they're talking about, and they form an opinion, not understanding the full scope of things, or they let other people talk for them and they roll with it. Sorry to say, these people are so dumb. They dumb that they mistake perverts for pedos. They need a dictionary tossed over their head. I don't know, man. I haven't seen any examples either of that. Reminded me we have gender neutral bathrooms in the town next to me. I was confused if it was actually a bathroom at first, but I had stalls and I quickly got used to it. But my town is very against change and human rights. Depending on where you are in the country, things can drastically be different between the locations. Like there are some towns that are still heavily racist. Like if you were to walk through as somebody who's black, there's a chance that you might not walk out of that town. Which is really fucking sad. So it doesn't surprise me. That's why I stay in my 8x8 cell. Like you shouldn't call your room a cell. It's just so pessimistic. It's not a good thing. Yeah. I don't see an issue with gender neutral bathrooms. Um but I mean, I don't know. I see where some people could be worried, like if they have children or something and they want to send their child into the bathroom. But at a certain point, like depending on how old your child is, you should probably be going in there with them. That way they're not going into a bathroom alone. Like I've seen instances of like a guy who brought his daughter to the bathroom and obviously he didn't want to follow her in because it was a female bathroom. But she walked in and he walked in behind her to check to make sure there was like nobody creeping around in there or anything. And there was a guy in there using the bathroom, which it didn't seem like the guy was trying to be creepy or anything, but you don't know. You really don't know. No idea why the guy wasn't in the men's bathroom. Maybe it was locked or something. Don't fucking know. But there was a dude in the girls' bathroom, and it wasn't a trans person. It was a full-on guy. Things should be three mainly because people do fake and abuse it, just like anything. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they have a problem with it, have like men's bathrooms, women's bathrooms, and then like a gender-neutral bathroom. Like, I don't feel like that's that big of a deal. People have way too much of a problem of letting other people live how they want to live. Like it's if people spent less time giving a fuck about what other people do in their personal time or like how they live their life or how they identify, they could do so much more for themselves. But they don't. They don't. Instead, they would worry about what the person next to them has in their pants or, you know, something along those lines. It's fucking stupid. Sweden's considered the most progressive country, but my town is like Alabama, but worse somehow, and we don't even allow CBD oil. Really? Not even CBD oil. Like that's you don't get high off of CBD oil. Throughout the like you can buy like CBD oil in a lot of different states uh here in the US and it's legal so long as it has under a certain amount of THC in it. Um you're not going to get high off that. You can get CBD oil, CBD flower, like CBD vapes. My hips tracking? They are. Something was fucked up. Maybe it's cuz like maybe how I'm sitting. Concerned with what's in your pants. Okay, okay. Okay. Had a Pride event in 2016, but it got shut down extremely fast, and we haven't had any since, sadly. Yeah, if there's enough of an uproar, people can shut stuff like that down. I believe they called drunk. Huh? CBD oil has like 1% THC and sweet hates. No, it's less than 1 point. It's less than 1%. It's like point z. It's like 0.3% or something like that. I'd have to look because usually it's marked on the label and then like on the paperwork you get. Like I've got like a bunch of CBD. I threw out the CBD oil that I had because I think it went bad because I hadn't taken it in a while. But I have like a bunch of like CBD flowers still like in jars, and they send you like the paperwork that tells you like how much THC is in it, um, and like all that stuff, so you know what you're getting. You don't get high off of CBD. Like it just kind of it can help you manage like anxiety and shit. Help you sleep better. There's a lot of countries that just don't like weed in general, and it doesn't matter if it's like got THC in it or not. And because CBD generally is a part of weed. They just shut all that shit down. Drunk man in women's bathroom. Not the one that I'm talking about. The thing that I'm talking about had nothing to do with being a drunk. Maybe talking about a different thing. I want it, but no, it's classed as a narcotic. That's so shitty. Say one thing I hate is having things shoved in my face, though. Do what you want, just leave me. Don't force any. Yeah, no, I'm fine with that. Yeah, it's the same way with. I'm the same way in regards to like people's beliefs and stuff like that too. Like I don't mind having conversations with people about religion and stuff like that. But when you start telling me that it has to be this way and telling me I'm wrong for living the way that I want to live, then you're an asshole and I don't care what you believe in anymore. Right? Because then you're trying to force your beliefs down my throat. Like what you want to tell me like, "Oh, because I don't believe what you believe, I'm going to hell." No, fuck you, leave. Like that's fine. You believe that, but don't try and force that shit on me. Like I don't care. Like I just genuinely don't. But that's religion. Religion is an example that can be tied to anything. Like if you try to force your beliefs on somebody based on anything and like try to shove that shit in their face, that's a problem. Leave me out, but you do you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Pretty much. Oath loaf. Caretakers that my mother insisted I need, even though I can take care of myself fully. No one would allow me to get that. Sounds frustrating. Make money and move somewhere else. Yeah, if where you live isn't working out for you, that's probably the best thing you can do. Me, I'm probably not going anywhere for a while. Paying this mortgage, yeehaw. Also, I can't really travel anyway right now. Stomach's too back and forth. Anxiety doesn't let me get in cars for a long period of time. Going to hell in 5 religions. We need to save his soul. Anyone got ideas? I have no soul. Do too much in life to have anyone force stuff on me? Yeah. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. That's a weird name for a band or an artist. Don't go to hell. Let's keep Oath alive and cryoed if needed. You're gonna have me like fucking cryogenically frozen like fucking Walt Disney. I don't want to be frozen. I don't particularly want to die right now, but I don't think I want to be frozen and then be woken up like thousands of years later. I'm convinced that we're not going to last as a civilization that long anyway. I think we're gonna have a pretty big war at some point, probably within the next like 100 years, and that's being generous. That's being generous. Something big's gonna happen. Almost guarantee it. I just hope that I'm dead by then, even though I don't want to die right now. Insane in the brain. Insane in the membrane. No brain. God is dead, no one cares. If there is a hell, I'll see you there. 9 Inch Nails. 9 Inch Nails are great. Just your... Huh? I'll bite you, you'll live... You're not a vampire. You're gonna bite me and I'm gonna get rabies and die faster. You're gonna give me rabies. World War III almost happened a bunch of times. Yeah, I'm sure it has. I'm just saying, like, I think it's only a matter of time. Only a matter of time. At some point, we'll probably be taken over by robots. I don't know that we'll make it that far, if I'm being honest. We are getting to a point, though, where they're starting to utilize AI for a lot of things, and I think things are going to get very, very nasty when it comes to using AI for warfare, which is going to happen. That's 100% going to happen. There's already a guy that was setting up like a fucking gun that could rotate and aim and change like the directions it was aiming based on what he was telling it to do. Like they're testing that shit already. Like it's only gonna get crazier. It can only get more and more advanced the more they go on with it. Only way we prevent another war is if the people refuse to fight for something. This asinine is blowing everything up. Yeah, but the propaganda machine, if they have it their ways, not gonna happen, man. Not gonna happen. I know there were instances of like Russian soldiers though giving up, like giving up and saying they didn't want to fight anymore. And at that point, you can't go back to Russia. Like you have to hope that the people of Ukraine that find you don't murder you and maybe take you in and protect you from your own fucking country. Russia's fucking crazy, dude. Like the people running that country are batshit. Like Russian people, not well. That's what I'm saying. Like Russian people are fine, but the people running shit over there are fucking nut bars. But it's the same here in the U.S. I mean, look at who we're electing. The fucking wasn't he saying he wanted Greenland or something? I think somebody made a comment about Canada. Then he also mentioned the Gulf of Mexico. I'm just like, why are you trying to take all kinds of shit? Like, what's going on here? Like, that's gonna start problems. That's gonna start more problems with people. It's fucking insane. He wants to buy them all. He probably couldn't afford it. Trump is not a good businessman. Who says these places want to be any part of the U.S.? Propaganda is Uganda. Huh? I don't understand half the shit you're saying. You're not making any sense with a lot of the stuff you're saying, Hattori. Russians are strong people, live through a lot, though a lot of crime and crazy government. Yeah. Yeah. Not wrong, not wrong. The gun guy was Jack Black in The Jackal. I have not seen that. Used to speak to, got away because he was still studying and he was not fit enough for it. Hmm? When you as a leader cannot convince people to fight a war, you're no longer qualified to be a leader. Well, I mean, I think it'd be better if the leaders just kind of fought each other. It'd be more entertaining that way too. To start doing boxing matches. Like I'm sure like Putin would absolutely murder Trump. Like like Trump is like I feel like that guy's probably close to having a stroke. I already think he has dementia. We have all these old people that are like leading the country. Let them fight each other, man. Fuck it. Like let them duke it out. Why do we gotta send people to die? They're both feeble old men. They are, but I still think that like Putin could probably beat the shit out of Trump. Like Putin was like KGB, wasn't he? And Trump was not. Trump could not be a part of any military. Didn't he say like he got rejected or something because of like medical shit or something? Bone spurs or something like that? I can't remember. Spetsnaz. Yeah, so he's got Putin's got like a background in like, you know, military type shit. Trump is just a pampered shithead who spends his time at a golf course, who was raised on daddy's money. Putin already has an isekai manga. Why does that not surprise me? Let governments fight wars with mechs and leave us alone. The problem is they would do that on land where, you know, civilians are. Putin will fuck Trump's ass, then slap him after. Trump is already Putin's bitch. I'm sorry, it's just the way it is. Wasn't Biden the sleepy Joe or dementia? I'm not saying Biden's better. None of the people that are in there right now are capable of doing anything. We have old geriatric fucks running the country. There needs to be a limit on how old you are. Like there's a limit on how young you can be. There needs to be a limit on how old you can be as well. That's the fucking problem. You've got old people running under the like for the presidency, you've got old people in Congress, you've got all these old fucking people. They're old as fuck. They have no understanding of like anybody in the younger generation at all. These people don't know how to fucking use a computer. These are the kind of people who would have to write their password down and then beg the IT guy to change their password because they lost the piece of paper because they forgot where they put it and they don't remember their email or their password. None of them are better. We are still in the 1970s mentality. 100%, 100%. 100%. Why do you need to be like 80 to run a... I mean, you don't need to be, but that's the way they're doing it. Vote oath for president. I would never want to run any kind of office in the government at all. Period. Having a shaky trigger finger hovering the nuke button, not a great idea. Yeah, that's who we need to have their hand on the nuclear triad. Let's give it to Trump. You? I don't trust you to... No. I don't even trust you to have the power to kick people in a fucking party world. We don't need you having any say in politics or anything to do with military. Dying fossils running country. It's so accurate. It's so accurate. I'll solve it all in a week. You're going to start a war. That's what you would do. We would immediately be in a war. Once the first nuke gets sent off, other countries are immediately sending them off too. There's no winning there with that. Nukes are supposed to be a deterrent for that kind of war. So if somebody sends one out, that's it. That's it. Because the rest of them are going to send them out too. They know we have technology to tell when they're sent out. The only country that's not going to do shit is North Korea because they don't have the technology to do any of that yet. and maybe a few others. But essentially, that would be the end of humanity, yes. Was he that much of a mischief? Yes. He's kicked people before. They care about his money and power, and I don't get the money part. I mean, how much do you need? Well, I'll send all our processed food to everyone, kill them slowly. They'll throw it away because their countries don't allow that stuff. It's ridiculous how much our country just doesn't care about its people to the point where we're poisoning our own people with overprocessed food full of additives and dyes and preservatives and all this shit that is just not needed. Like high fructose corn syrup, just because it comes from corn does not mean it's okay. I can't have anything with high fructose corn syrup. It hurts my stomach. Never mind that. What about all the microplastics too? I seen where this scientist was talking about how even drinking water from bottles is a bad idea because that's also a part of where we're getting microplastics from too. Biofuel comes from corn too. I don't know. I hate it here. I don't want stomach problems anymore. That's all. I just don't want stomach problems anymore. Why does the U.S. allow all this stupid shit? It's insane. I just want to feel normal again. I want to feel normal again. I don't know what to eat, man. I try to eat good. I try to eat well, but it's like almost impossible. You go to the fucking grocery store, you walk down one aisle, and you're gonna maybe find like 2 to 3 things that don't have bad stuff in them. A lot of them are made by like the same big companies too.
70 months, holy crap.
Zero, thank you for the 70 months. Thank you, thank you. Need to fish and eat seaweed. I don't like fish though. You just want to eat seaweed because it has the word weed in it. You can't smoke it, Lizzie. You're a hoe, Tyrus. Doesn't America spend like 750 billion or some shit like that to the army? Oh, the military gets a lot of our money. Like the US is so fucking heavily like in debt. There's a lot of money that goes into that. Our country's very good at mismanaging funds. The biggest illusion that people are under is that things go away once they're out of sight. Out of sight, out of mind. Soldiers don't get money. No, not the soldiers. I didn't say the soldiers get the money. That's not what I implied at all. Doesn't mean the soldiers do make money, but they're not making a lot. Wish they did. Well, realistically, they should if they're putting their life on the line. Like they should, but that's not. It's not the case. So they're not getting the money. First, all the extra salt that is added in order to mask the metallic taste from the processing. The thing that upsets me is like some of the food that I can eat that my stomach doesn't have problems with is processed. So it's frustrating. It's just that the ingredients aren't ingredients that fuck me up. Like I don't know what I can eat. Like a lot of the time, like certain vegetables will fuck me up. Like I can't have carrots. I like asparagus, but I don't know if I can have that. I'm scared to eat a lot of different things that are like green because I have issues. Right now, I think pears are fucking me up because of the acidity. And I love pears. I could try peaches. I don't think like I don't know if peaches would have the same problem. I'd have to look at what juice they're in. I have to have something else to eat, man. I'm getting burnt out on just snacking on crackers, and the graham crackers that I get are out of stock. The normal crackers that I get are out of stock. Like Amazon's running out of them. Um, so I'm eating different crackers now, which aren't bad. Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts aren't bad, but I think I had problems with them the last time. Pineapple is also acidic. Kiwis are good too. Are you eating too much fiber? I don't think so. I think I'm not getting a lot of fiber. because I think fiber actually causes me problems. Like if you have Crohn, that's another thing that makes me think that I maybe have Crohn's, because if you have Crohn's, you want to avoid eating too much fiber. It can cause problems. The plastic bottle you threw out the car window as a child, it didn't disappear. It broke down in the ocean. The microplastics were eaten by fish and other animals. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep. That too. But it's not just that. Like, even then, like water sitting in those bottles, there's probably little bits of plastic that are coming off of that that you are ingesting. If you're drinking bottled water constantly, that's a possibility. Just try to get more kiwi. It's a nutrient treasure trove. I don't know. The thing that fucking sucks is the only way that I'm gonna know whether I have problems with something is trying it. And that's what scares me. Because, you know, if I eat something and it fucks my stomach up, then I have downtime. Like I haven't left the house in like a couple weeks now. Actually, no, it's been about a week and a half because I went to a friend's house, which they were like right down the road. Went to visit them and their baby. Hummus. It probably depends on what's in it. Don't reuse a plastic bottle for too long. Do not glass it. I'm not talking about reusable plastic bottles. I'm talking about like buying bottled water. It's great, man. Ugh. My parents were full of lead. Now I'm full of microplastics. The generation under me is full of popcorn lung from all the vaping. Garbanzo. I don't think I can do beans. Garbanzo beans smashed with spices is hummus. I eat with celery. I don't know. I don't know. Celery is basically just water. That's all that is. It's just mostly water. Celery's not bad. But I like celery when I could dip it in peanut butter, and I can't have peanut butter anymore. Because no peanuts. People use those plastic water bottles for years. Well, there's some people that do, but I'm not saying like that's what I do. That's not what I've done. I haven't drinking out of a plastic water bottle in a while. I think the last time I drank out of a plastic water bottle was when I traveled to New Jersey. We stopped at the grocery store to pick up some supplies and got like two big bottles of like Smart Water because they're like fucking huge. Uh, just carry a tin for drinking water. I drink water out of my Oathmeal brand tumbler that you can buy on oathmeal.shop. You can get your own Oathmeal thing. I'm actually being serious too. It's over on my computer desk. Are you not allowed on meat diet? I can have meat, but I don't eat poultry. I can't have chicken. I think I'm fine with turkey, but I just stopped eating poultry altogether, like any bird. Uh, but I can do pork. I can do steak. I eat a lot of pork. I eat a lot of ham. Usually like a lot of sliced ham. No joke. Like every day, I eat like one or two ham sandwiches. What I'll do is I'll make a ham sandwich. It'd be like a gluten-free bread with ham, Swiss cheese, and light mayo. Sometimes I'll have light mayo, sometimes I won't. And then I cut it in half, and then I eat that half of the sandwich, and then I have like a little bit of crackers or like graham crackers or something with it. But I have to be careful which kind of graham crackers. So, I like to get Mexican food occasionally, but I have to be careful with what I get on that. So like I'll get like pork belly tacos. The last time I ordered them, I didn't get onions because I think too many onions can cause a problem, and they've been overloading those fucking things on onions. So I was like, I'll get them without the onion. So it was just like literally just tortilla, pork, and cilantro. And then I also got a burrito. I got a like a veggie burrito, which was just like mushrooms and like mushrooms and melted cheese, and that was really good. Can I have hibachi? It depends on what's specifically in the hibachi. So if it's steak, yes, I can do that. So like I do like hibachi. I used to, when I didn't know that chicken was a problem, I would do like chicken and steak hibachi. Or this one time I went out to a hibachi place and I treated myself to like the best thing on the menu. I can't remember what the fuck it was called, but it was like chicken, steak, shrimp, lobster, mixed veggies. Oh my god, it was so fucking good. First time I ever had lobster. Oof, that was good. But I don't touch shrimp anymore. The only seafood that I'll ever touch is crab, which is incredibly rare, or lobster. I've gotten sick from shrimp way too many times, so I avoid shrimp. When I have popcorn lung from vaping, my lungs are 50% mucus because I live in a state that is 90% plant life. My nose hates plant matter of all types. Got some bad allergies, huh? My favorite meal I like but can't have because costly is crockpot shoulder roast, small tiny potatoes and onions. I do like potatoes. I like potatoes. Potatoes are good. Deer meat's really good. When my dad was still alive, when he would go deer hunting, he would make deer jerky. He'd make deer jerky and I'd go pick some up. Or like he would cook the deer meat sometimes too. It's so fucking tasty. Probably never gonna get that again because I don't hunt. But yeah, I do like potatoes. Potatoes are good. I like sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are really tasty. I'm just getting hungry now. I'm just hungry. I'm fucking hungry, man. I have some crackers I can snack on when I end stream. I bought like 4 boxes of crackers today through Amazon because I ran out. Literally, all I have is bread, ham, and Swiss cheese. Like, I need something else to eat on the side. I can't just do half a fucking sandwich and then just be hungry like immediately after. I need something else to go with it. When I say I eat plain, I eat super fucking plain. Because I only know a few things that don't mess my stomach up, and the Mexican food doesn't fuck me up that I get, but it's expensive to order, especially if I don't go out and get it. Like I have to DoorDash it. It's right down the road too, but I can't walk there. It's too cold. Um, I think to order like two, if I wanted to get 3 pork belly tacos, it's like $12, right? If I DoorDash that shit, it's almost $30. Not even kidding. It's too cold. Yeah, it's like fucking 30 degrees outside. It's like 30 degrees Fahrenheit outside. It's so fucking cold. The end of my driveway is like covered in fucking snow and ice still. Most of the driveway, like the snow melted on it, but the end is still covered. There's so much snow outside. If the heating dies, how are you gonna survive? What? Why would the heating die? You got no winter clothing. Yeah, I do. I have jackets. I have pajamas. I have blankets. Like, why would the heating die? Why is it too cold? It's just fucking cold outside. I don't like cold weather. I don't want to. I'm not gonna walk to pick up fucking Mexican food, and then by the time I get home, it's cold. That's fucking stupid. It's just cold. Need sliced roast beef, baby spin. I think spinach might cause a problem with my stomach too. Like I said, like a lot of green stuff. Swiss, I can do Swiss cheese is what I do. Light mayo's fine. Toasted Italian bread sandwich. I seen a TikTok. Well, that's I'm not gonna be saying that much longer, am I? That shit's about to be banned. I seen a TikTok yesterday where somebody was talking about how they found out that they thought they were like they had gluten intolerance. Turns out it's not that. Instead, it's the way the U.S. I guess handles bread. Like they enrich their bread or something, and that causes problems for like their stomach or some shit. Like, that's crazy. So they didn't have to go gluten free. They just have to avoid anything on the ingredients that says like enriched wheat. All right, hold on. I'll be right back. There we go. All right. Getting brain rot banned? Oh, TikTok. Well, it's funny. It's funny that they want to ban TikTok because of, I guess, a Chinese company running it or whatever. They won't sell it to like somebody in the U.S. And in retaliation, a bunch of people went and registered accounts on an actual Chinese version of TikTok. I think like Red Note or whatever, which is fucking hilarious to me because now a lot of people uh, are posting on an act like interacting on there with like Chinese people and asking questions about their country and like undoing a lot of like propaganda that the US has kind of spread around about Chinese people. I heard that people get banned for LGBT spam. It's funny as fuck seeing people expect China to tolerate their stuff. Oh yeah, no, there's certain things that like they will not tolerate on there, and that may be one of them. It's a different platform. It's a different platform run by a different company, and you know that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen on there. You can't really expect another country to be as open, which, you know, ironically enough, the US is not quite as open necessarily everywhere, obviously, but there are countries that are way worse with it. So, thanks for the welcome back, by the way. Blood is messed up, can't eat whenever I want, so I'm on a schedule. But I feel better doing it. That probably sucks for now until your body gets used to it. Like you know, like got to deal with like hunger pangs. Communists and people like that, literally, it's a crime. It's a crime to not be male or female. Ugh. What if you're born with both genitalia, though? As rare as that is, that's still a possibility. Killed? That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Funny thing is that Japan hates gay people, but at least accepts trans people. I don't know. A lot of cultures are just so drastically different. So different. I remember seeing people talking about how like if you go to Japan, it's disrespectful to walk around and eat. Like they don't like seeing people do that. It just comes off as like disrespectful and messy. There were other ones too, but that's the only one that I particularly remember off the top of my head. Middle East publicly beheads gay or trans people in many places. There's countries also that like if you come into their country with drugs or whatever, like they'll kill you as well. They'll arrest you or like worse, kill you. Which, you know what, I don't know if that's worse or not, because depending on what prison you're in a country, it could be pretty bad. Like being alive in a prison may be worse than just outright being killed. Be like a mercy killing. I didn't welcome you back, and I feel bad now. Thanks. Well, that's an issue, not an ish me. That's a you problem right there, man. You should have said welcome back. You should have said it. You should have said it, but you didn't. You didn't. You didn't do it. Tell where I had this shit up. Trying to make it to where like the chat's not blocking me. Funny part is people's reactions to being banned. It's like, what did you expect when you post that's illegal in their country where the app is located? Some people will be there discovering China for the first time. I mean, it's not like America where you can get away with posting that kind of thing. I know people were getting upset because there was one guy that was saying like keep that shit to yourself, like keep that like gay trans shit to yourself. I don't care what else you post. And then someone was like, well, that's just like that's homophobic. And the person's like, well, I'm a homophobe. So like, all right. I think I've seen the same thing too, where someone was saying something about like not wanting like Americans on there and like they don't like white people or something, and someone was like, well, that's racist, and they're like, well, I'm a racist. So it's like, okay, like they're being honest, they're saying what they are, like, you know, what are you gonna do? They're in another country, like you can't really do anything, can't do anything there. I've seen that. Yeah, it was up on Twitter. That shit was funny. How you doing, Fluffle? What are you gonna do? It's their country, their app. I don't I don't really have a desire to make a Red Note account. And I seen Ludwig make one, and it seemed like a hassle the way he was explaining it, because he was like, you have to like, I think you have to like put in an ID or something, and a bunch of other shit. You have to jump through hoops, and I'm just like, fuck this. Like, this is too much. Like, I don't care enough. Like, it'll probably be better that TikTok's gone. I won't sit there and doom scroll TikTok. Instead, I'll just doom scroll YouTube, YouTube Shorts. I don't get on Instagram. Supposedly, like a lot of YouTubers and shit do Instagram, and it's like it can be similar. But then I seen one other person being like, "Dude, Instagram's dead. Like, there's no activity." But I guess it probably depends on like how you're advertising yourself or whatever. I don't really know. YouTube Shorts best. I do like YouTube Shorts. Someone would just create a copycat app. Yeah, which the US will be fine with if it's not run by somebody who's, I guess, Chinese or whatever. Because apparently China bad. I don't know, Chinese people are nice. We've been hanging out with some nice Chinese people. Some nice Chinese and Korean people. They're very I don't know the word. Sexually charged though. But they're nice. They're nice. They're nice people. Uh, I think I think it might just be those lobbies though, because there are lobbies where there's people that are Chinese that don't do that. I've heard good things about the Japanese community on here too as well. I kind of want to get that add-on thing that I can use that like translates the text above the head. So I think it'd be cool. But I guess that probably depends on how often we plan on being in those worlds. I seen they were in that one world again. They re-uploaded it again. They were in that earlier. I didn't look though if they're there now. I bet they are. Yep, there's 10 of them in there right now. They also really like the MMD world too. Hotel world, MMD world. There's always a group public H party for the group too. The park. Now they're in a different public toilet world. I don't understand. I really don't get that. Why do you want to hang out in the bathroom? It's like odd. I don't want to say weird, but like, it's just kind of it's a weird place to hang out. I don't know. It's fun. I say that though, but then like we would hang out and just have conversations in the bathroom at Neko Nights back in the day, just to get away from people. Because even though the world was big, like it was a closed off room, you just go in the bathroom and just talk. Aren't all Korean people false? Well, if it's spelled that way, yes. Interesting for sure. You just log in with WeChat there. I got that from back in the day, getting some random Chinese MMOs. WeChat? I don't think I've ever heard of that. There was a lot going on. Yeah, no, there's always a lot going on in those worlds. We'll have to go look because I don't feel like I feel like tonight's gonna be another one of those like nobody doing anything nights. Of course, there's like multiple club worlds. Of course, Nate's there. Well, that's a nocturnal thing. Eh. There's another Oasis one that's being run by Hypothetical. I think so. I don't know if Achi is on her old account or if that other person's on, but they're on that account right now. It's hard to tell because the stuff never changed. Like the status is still the same, the bio is still the same, but they like swapped accounts. Well, the group's different though. Not her. Probably not. I don't have her added on that new account. I never added her. The only way to really know is if Contra's on and they're together. But I never re-added. I think people are pretty spread out. Matt's on in his onsen world alone. He's literally by himself. Why is he alone? He doesn't want to hang out with people? Fuck. I had to sneeze and then it like went away mid-sneeze. He requested to come. Oh, he could have requested on me. Forgot I made it invite only. It's fine. I'll probably be ending here in a bit anyway. We've been live for like 2.5 or 2 hours and 45 minutes ish. How's it going? Akinti? Malady. If you hang out in the restroom a lot, you can find out who's the shits, and who drops the. Oh, okay. The last time we went into a bathroom world there, it was weird. I think you walked into a stall that had two people in it, and then out in the lobby, I'm pretty sure people were talking about penis. Somebody kept saying chin chin, which I'm pretty sure has something to do with a dick. Then somebody walked by that had their tits out. It's like, all right then. Then there was a room on in the back that had like it was the one that had like the smoking thing too, wasn't it? Just like grabbed cigarettes and started smoking. Did I tell you I bought a new guitar? No? Well, you did now. Good night, Banshee. Sleep well. I saw people. That must have been a time that I wasn't with you because I don't remember seeing that. That means that they actually went into Unity and added the ability for their avatars to piss. That's dedication. Ovation 6-string? I don't know shit about guitars. Is that a good... I assume it's a good guitar. Gotta mark territory somehow. Yeah. They were marking their territory. One guy was laying there making those noises. While four? Jesus fucking Christ. That's fucking wild. That's wild. Oh my god. I've never seen anything that crazy in these worlds. I've never seen that. That's insane. Ugh, I still think the vending machine thing's great. But I don't think anybody's in there tonight. No vending machine world currently. I like it. Kind of matches my 12 string ovation. 12 strings. It's a lot of strings. Photos from the fucking picture you took where somebody they print out that picture that said like free ERP. Ugh. Who's taking the piss? One guy from 4 others, apparently. Good lord. That's not that. Not milking a cow. I can't. I had this visualized in my head a different way, and then that just kind of puts it in a whole other light. I don't even want to know. He was European. Why are they in jail? Enterprise resource planning. The whole team, they were bad at it. They were bad at the enterprise resource planning. We had to lock them up. Can't unsee it. You know, that shit's burned in your mind now. It's burned in your retinas. You need to go to like the subreddit for eye bleach. You need to look at pictures of like kittens and puppies and stuff. You can't unhear it? That's fucking crazy. Uh, 12 string guitars are usually play 2 strings at a time. Basically, like playing 6 string but sounds different. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. 2 strings per finger position? Huh. Yeah, I really don't know much about playing guitar. I had a bass guitar back when I was in high school, but I mean that was bass and I wasn't like super good at it or anything. 2 finger positions, I'm a pro. Okay. Good to know. You should get a guitar. A 12 string guitar. Ba da 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 na na. Ba da na na na. Ba da na na na. Good lord. Stick with that kung fu grip. Let the banana split and watch it go right to your thighs. Copperfield, Copperfield style abracadabra. Should we run out of topic? I got something and it goes thumping like this. All you need is my untis, untis, untis. Played bass in bands, but not for a long time now. My friend and I tried to start a band back in high school, but it didn't go anywhere. Baby. To discuss your position on aliens. I think you have to be an absolute fucking moron to not believe in any kind of alien existing. Knowing how big, like how big the universe is, like there has to be something else out there. There has to be. You're dumb if you think otherwise. Even a bug is if there's something out there that's alive that would be considered an alien. There's some other biological life out there. There is. There just is. It's goofy to think otherwise. I'm uncomfortable in this fucking chair. I think I need to like retighten the back of it. It's like loose. Like it's supposed to be loose, but I think it's a little too loose. It'll end up popping off like when I'm leaning on it. I'm gonna fucking fall backwards off the damn thing or something probably. Baby, 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 This song is pure sex. That's a good way to explain music. Shrimp. Shrimp is a tasty thing that I can't do anymore. The universe is too big and our experience with life too narrow for there to be no other life on the universe. I think too many people think that we're the center of the universe. There's 100% of their life out there, and it's ignorant to think otherwise. It's called Piece of Me. It's about a girl stripping in front of her boyfriend. Okay. Makes sense why it's pure sex, I guess. You love shrimp? I used to like shrimp, but the last couple times that I had it, I got sick. And the restaurant that I got it from is shut down. They're not open anymore. That's probably why. Actually, I think it was COVID that did that. I think. But they shut down a good while ago, so like don't know if that's actually the case or not. I can't remember. Because that would have been back in like what, like 2020, right? But they might have been shut down before then. I can't recall. So it could have been maybe people kept getting sick from the shrimp, or COVID shut them down. I don't know. Doesn't even need to be carbon based. We just assume that because we've only, well, yeah. That's like something else living out there. That's like if it's alive. I mean, if it's not a plant, I guess. But if there's like plant life out there, right? If for all we know, there's shit that's like nothing like this. You know what I mean? Nothing like our planet. Not even there's something more advanced or something even crazier than the shit that we can fathom with our brain. You know what I mean? Shit that we've never seen, that we'll probably never see, that's alive out there. Favorite Minecraft block to eat? TNT. The TNT block. Magma looks tasty. Yeah, kinda. Kinda. Is the theory of silica-based life being possible? Well, I'm not a scientist. I wouldn't know nothing about that. I know nothing about that. Spicy? Yeah, TNT block would be pretty damn spicy, huh? Spicy. Spicy. Hmm? Wait. What is it? Default video close to you, lo-fi hip hop mix. I mean, I don't need it. I'm not clicking it. Natural GPUs. You found the GPU force. What does that even mean? What? Can't change, kind of dumb. Oh, is there not like a menu thing that you can play what you want? There probably is somewhere. I don't know where, but there probably is somewhere. Maybe like you can't hop up. Pickups, home, sound/video. Yeah, right there. See? Yeah. That looks like porn. Oh, it's just like a static picture, but has music play. Okay. I was waiting for it to start playing. Yeah. I'm listening to my own music. How you doing, Outlaw Star? What's up, Pyro? Right arm fell off. The fuck are you, Mr. Potato Head? Are you good? How's it going, Mac and Socks? They turned
It's
music
slow for
on.
my taste.
They said it's slow. Too slow for their taste. Yeah, they don't need music for that. They just like thunderstorms.
Makes me want to put that fucking Family Guy song on.
What, the bird
The
is
crane.
the word? The crane?
No, not that one.
The crane? The crane.
Yeah, that squeaky song. The meme song for sex. Do I have to look it up?
Family Guy?
Family Guy. You know, the scene where the woman's laying in bed and the crane comes in. She's like,
Can't
"Where's the
think of it.
baby?"
Oh, he's like, you and me are making the baby. Yeah. I don't remember
Yeah,
the
then he
music
starts
playing
strutting
though.
and does.
Just
I'm
like
not
that
gonna
kind of
make the
music, like
sound.
the
Look at him.
boom chicka chicka, like that kind of shit.
No,
Bomb chicka wow.
the
Like
fucking the ridiculous. It got memed on because somebody said that they liked it, and everyone fucking took the piss out of them because it was ridiculous.
that's not what played on the Family Guy episode. That episode's old.
Someone, yeah, okay, someone
Somebody
made
put it in a meme. You're talking about the Seabat thing, the ba ba da ba 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 like that. Seabat, right?
sort of, but way more high pitch.
Da da na 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 na. Whoa. It's a stork, not a crane.
Stork, there you go.
Whatever, it's a bird. It's a bird. Bird. Did you put on Disturbed? Oh my god, this song is so fucking overplayed. I hate this song. Birds are important. We don't have to change it, Lizzie. I'm not listening to it. I'm listening to my own music. So I'm not worried about it. What can I not do? Does this block my fucking... This blocks me from... Here we go. Blocks my tracker. It still kind of blocks my tracker. Explodes. Still hypnotizing.
I found it.
It's probably Seabat. Probably what it is. That's the only thing that I could think of, because that's what people memed, where the fucking guy was talking about how he made a playlist for like sex music and he tried like syncing it up to his movements and his girlfriend fucking hated that song. And then everybody memed on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Seabat. More than likely. Scientists currently perfecting carbon-based processors. This is pissing me off. Like, I can't sit how I want to sit. Because of my tracking.
Found it.
I don't think I can do it this way. Not as comfortable. Get down, 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 get down.
Original sound, the Pizza Man.
Eh. You say, how would I know I don't eat poultry? I don't. I don't eat poultry. Not anymore. I'm getting fucking hungry again, though. How's it going, big clock? Hello. Just jamming out.
Drink some water, bitch!
I'm too lazy to get up and do that, but I'll do it in a moment when I end. Since I'm about to end stream. We've been live for 3 hours. And it's going on 1 a.m. And I need to swap.
That all?
I need to swap controllers. I do short VR streams.
Rookie numbers.
When's the last time you did a VR stream?
I don't know, when I voice revealed? What the I know?
How long of a stream was it?
Six or something?
You see, you don't even fucking remember. That was a
link
joke
to it.
response to Stork Risk. Oh. Crane Stork, I don't know. I don't eat poultry. Yeah.
Why?
What?
Fucking controller. Disconnecting. I linked you the meme.
I don't have Discord up.
Bring it up.
I guess I got too much shit on my screen to be in the way.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Nah. If we hop around again and end up joining on like Nate or Emmett, hopefully we don't run into that one idiot like before. Is talking to Lizzie. We joined on why I followed Nate to visit Emmett, and then Lizzie joined on me, and there was this person who I recognized their name from a long time ago. I either never had them added or I unfriended them for a reason. And they were so fucking obnoxious. It was bad. Like, they were not only an asshole, but they were very obnoxious with the shit they were saying. And I was like flat out telling them to, yeah, they were, and I was telling them to stop talking. Like, nobody thinks you're funny. Cringe. Cringy shit. Thinks there's something. Yeah, they thought there was something. They were insulting somebody else. They were insulting somebody else who used to hit on me back in the day. And they were like, yeah, like you were misleading them or whatever, and like they thought you were a girl, so they were flirting with you. And I think it was Nate. I think it was Nate that said, like, you're an idiot if you think that. No, it might have been you that typed it out. It was either you or Nate or something that said, like, you're an idiot if you think it had anything to do with them being a girl. That person still flirts with Oath. And I'm like, yeah, that had nothing to do with it. Like, you're just an asshole. Like, you're talking about shit that you don't understand. You're insulting that person for no reason. They did nothing wrong. Like, you're just a prick. It's like, ugh. Some people are like insufferable. But it's like somebody who's been around like VR chat for a long time.
Name drop them.
Talking about Mikey. Well, that's the problem. I don't remember their full fucking name. It had the word zombie in it or something. Or something with waifu. I don't remember. I can't fucking remember. Some drunk asshole.
No idea.
Don't know. Don't know. They were like giving Nate a hard time for him unfriending them, but he removed like a lot of people from his friends list. He unfriended everybody back in the day.
Guilt trips and mocks people.
Yeah. Yeah. That's I didn't even mention the slurs yet. They're running around dropping the N-bomb left and right. Not lovey. Though to be fair, like Emmett was there too, and so was Nate, and they're not new to that either. But at least they're not as insufferable as that person was. I'm thinking about it's a different person. No, they're talking about somebody else that I've been friends with, like somebody that I've actively been friends with in the community for a long time. Like they were insulting somebody that I've known for a while.
Probably stuck up, but it always makes me smile when I hear some shit about a person that I never added because I always got a bad vibe from them.
Yeah. I don't know if I
Like,
know if I had them added or not.
Take pride in the fact that I don't often have to remove people because I never add shitters in the first place.
I had to clean up my friends list a lot of times because of people that I don't recognize or people that I just never seen anymore. $2K people.
That's why I always recognize when somebody name changes.
There's some people that have name changed so many times I can't remember who the fuck they originally were. Like there was one of them that was called out for being a problem on Twitter, and they've changed their name so many fucking times. Like nobody knows who the fuck they are anymore. But they still pop up. They still pop up around people. And I can't remember the old name anymore.
God damn it.
I tried looking it up. I don't think I have them added. Pretty sure if I did VR, I wouldn't want to be around people there. Not everybody in VR is a bad person or like an aggravating person to be around. You just got to find the right people. It's kind
Nothing
of,
special about VR. People
it's
are
no,
fucking terrible no matter where you go.
yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say. It doesn't matter where you are, like socially, there's always gonna be people that you don't get along with, or there's gonna be people there that are just insufferable people. Like, same with school, it's the same with work, it's the same with any kind of anything that requires you to be in a social situation around other people. There's always gonna be people that you don't want to be around, or people that are just gonna be bad to be around. Thought of someone different. I think I know who you're thinking about, Gollum. You're thinking about somebody that was in the chat. But the guy that I'm talking about he was talking about somebody in the community. He wasn't talking about like specifically with a stream. It was just because I was a live, like, well, still am a live streamer, but like he knew me as a content creator back then and was like, oh yeah, like you were, you know, pretending to be a girl. And when people say that, it pisses me off because at no point have I tried to pretend to be a girl to lead people down any kind of fucking thing. That's never been a thing.
Doesn't. I don't think that's ever pissed me off. It's pretty convenient when people expose themselves like that.
They're fucking morons. Yeah, I think
That's
that's
why I
the
say it's
name.
convenient.
I think that's the name. What they typed out
I
too.
was gonna say that, but
I
well, there you
think.
go.
No, it's a guy.
I must be thinking of a different one.
You have to be thinking of a different. You might be thinking of somebody else. You might be thinking of the zombie person that they have a history of being around. That's a different person entirely.
No,
One that
I
like
just have
does
a
raves and
vague
shit.
recollection of someone similar to that name.
Yeah. Did my Access overlay just fucking crash? I literally just fucking closed it. Now it won't reopen. Oh yeah, it's 100% crashed. I can't see chat anymore.
I mean, not back then. It's like you have friends in the game, you have mutuals, you have acquaintances, then you have fucking friends of friends, and then you vaguely know that that's a friend of that friend's friend. Like the so far removed, you vaguely recognize the name, but
Well, this person was specifically like 100% a guy. Like just outspoken, obnoxious, annoying, drunk dude that I guess was drunk enough to be overly confident in how cool they sounded, but they sounded like an asshole.
probably just drunk.
It's one of those people who just kept fucking talking and talking, and I wish they would shut the fuck up. And when they walked away, it was so quiet finally. And I mentioned that I was like, it's insane how much quiet and peace, like how much more quiet and peaceful it is right now. He was fucking
There's
with
two
you.
kinds of people.
Who knows? No, he wasn't. He was just being an obnoxious dick.
You tell someone they did something wrong, and there's two types of people. One that gets self-conscious, and one that gets defensive.
What made it funnier too is like they started off like talking the way they were, and then they were like, "I think we got off on the wrong foot. We were aggressive towards each other. Let's start over." And I'm like, "No, like you walked up to me saying this shit. Like I didn't do anything. There's no we here. Like that was a
Drunk
you thing.
gaslighting.
Like no."
Have you been watching any of the WoW hardcore stuff?
With Pirate Software.
Yeah.
Narcissist.
He dropped the "we" line. That was the closest he got to apologizing.
Oh yeah. No, he can do no wrong. He's one of those people.
Yeah, that's 101 narcissism.
Mm-hmm. I respect the Ferret Sanctuary thing, but the narcissist shit, I can't look past. It's impossible.
Cheers.
Hired smart people. We're not talking about Elon. We're talking about Pirate Software. For Ferret, hired smart. They do that from his house. What? No, it's not that he hired people. That they have those ferrets. He has those ferrets at his house. and they take care of the ferrets based off of ad revenue. It's just him and his family taking care of them. Elon's the one that hires people, like hires smart people. That's it.
Elon's stuff was great.
Elon.
I knew he was bad, but I didn't know it was that bad. Like, I don't pay fucking close enough
No.
attention to it.
That's anytime somebody mentioned like Elon's apparently like a good gamer, I'm like, no, he's not. No, he's not. Like, that's a fucking lie. Didn't know, thought it was its own building thing. No, I'm fairly certain they do that in their house. I'm pretty sure. They have like the area blocked off with like a cage and stuff. I don't
Remember
know.
that thing I tried to explain to you a long time ago?
Hmm.
That it's like, it's human nature to initially believe something when they're told something.
Yeah,
Not
well,
everybody questions something. Or
it's when you hear the first thing, a lot of the time when there's like controversy, people will believe the first thing they hear and they don't sit and listen to both. Not everybody will. Like a big chunk will just believe what they hear and then go with it.
Yeah, the majority of people
a human thing.
Hear something and believe it, and then it takes work to, correct it.
Yeah.
Convince them otherwise.
Mm-hmm. I know. Never believed
Trump
drama.
Trump issues. I like hearing it.
I'm gonna try and reopen it.
Because then I could just file it and put it away, so that if it ever comes back around, and then I can compare it to what the next thing I hear is.
Where can I find this at? How do I scroll? That didn't fucking work.
Yeah, generally.
Watch this crash me. Ugh. Did not require running as admin? I don't think it did. There we go. I can see chat again. Never understand people getting angry or rude when drunk. I just get super friendly. I don't know. Some people, what it is people will get more outspoken, and sometimes that will allow them to say openly more what's on their mind. Like if they're an asshole, it shows their true self more. I think that's what that is.
Loosening up those inhibitions.
The Tears hanging with it? Yeah, Tears is... You can't see Tears, they're not in the camera. But me, Lizzie, and then Tears is off camera. Unfortunately, get very mouthy when really drunk. I mean, I can be the same way, too. I'm a bitch. Deal with it, motherfucker. Okay. Also, how you doing, Fraser? So I don't get to that point anymore. I mean, that's fair. The Ferret Rescue does employ people. Does it employ people? I thought he ran it out of his house. That's what I thought. Maybe you're right. Either way, I mean, taking care of the ferrets, it's a good thing. But the dude is still a narcissist and can't admit any wrongdoing. If you can't admit wrongdoing as a person, that's a red flag. There's nothing wrong with being wrong about something. It's part of growing as a person. So like, people make mistakes. It fucking happens. Be able to admit the mistake and move on and grow from it. It's not that hard, but
yeah, it's what I literally just said. There's two types of people. There's people that get defensive and double down, and there's people that, get worried and self-conscious and...
Mm-hmm. Slowly becoming the biggest ferret rescue in US. I mean, that's pretty cool. I do, like I said, I respect the ferret rescue thing. It's a little lewd when drinking. A lot of people do that. A lot of people do that. It's pretty normal for like a lot of people. People that just don't. People that just don't care. Care with what?
Which one of you grabbed my tail?
Not me.
It's stuck.
Has 11. 11's attached to the tail. Yeah, I highly doubt that. That's why I don't drink. That's fair. My opinion on the whole guild, on that whole guild, said all the people in there are rude and trash when playing. It's the problem's not like there's a lot of problem people in that guild, right? It's a fucking content creator guild. There's going to be problems with people. The issue is how he handled that situation specifically. Like he fucked up in how he handled it. Took no responsibility for anything. There are things that he could have attempted to do to help, and instead he roached out. All right, flat out roached out. Right. But instead of apologizing for that and saying, you know, I could have tried, or I could have done something, which he did hover his mouse over like the monogem thing, and there's the thing with the robe shit as well. But he didn't do that. He just shielded himself and fucking blinked out. All right. And instead of being like, you know, I could have done more, or, you know, my bad. Like he could have just said, you know, my bad, that there probably is more I could have done. Instead of doing that and letting it go, like letting it just kind of, you know, brush, you know, move along or whatever, he doubled down. Then he tripled down. Then he quadrupled down. And then he got kicked out. That's his own
He started
problem.
threatening people.
That too.
With, like-
You started threatening people in the guild. And at that point you're affecting content for the guild, especially like right before the big raiding and shit. That's problematic. Love the new outfit. Oh yeah.
That was his convenient excuse.
Tyrus' tail. Yeah, that was Tyrus' tail.
Like,
So her people
the
pulled
gist of it is, he
Superman
didn't
was
make a
downfall.
mistake. He didn't do anything wrong. He didn't do anything. Like,
It's-
he didn't try to help anyone. And yes, somebody else pulled an extra group of mobs by mistake.
Well, they did. That is a thing. Somebody else did pull mobs running out. If they would have
So
stayed,
that's one of the things he used to justify himself for failing.
if he would have stayed and didn't run off as far as he did and helped out, they could have salvaged that. That extra group of mobs that got pulled shouldn't have happened, but it did. That's not his fault. That is another person's fault. But they could have gotten out of there. Like people didn't have to die there. And I know people go, well, he couldn't have CC'd because the boss, you can't CC. There were other mobs than just the boss. Like that argument is fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid because they can say, well, the boss is the one that was doing everything. Like those smaller mobs still do damage. Like you can't ignore that fact. They still do damage. Some would have died, but not all. It was only two died.
Two characters did die.
It was two people that died.
They didn't have to die.
They didn't have to die. With how the problem is how far he ran away. Like he was not nearby to help at all, and his excuse was no mana. Well, he could have used mana gem. He could have used mana pots. Like there's, I don't know, the whole situation. It's a fucking stupid situation, but he just made it worse. One thing I do love.
I mean, that's the thing.
Is
it's not.
when he got
It's not
kicked
vanilla.
out.
It's hardcore.
When he got kicked out of the guild, he posted and he was like, what did he say? He said something like, got kicked out, good decision, or like good one, like only things or whatever.
So this is how
And
you
somebody-
handle things. Well played.
Yeah, and
Something
then,
like that.
and then somebody replied with that fucking meme, the meme template with like his profile picture on it. It was like nice going only things or whatever. And it's like the meme of like the dude putting the stick in the bike and then being on the
That was
ground.
Quinn.
Yeah, that shit was fucking hilarious.
Quinn's found himself a lot of success with the Elon stuff and jumping in on that too.
Well, what's even funnier about that is Crip and Asmin got dicked around by Elon on Twitter over that, but Quinn got no punishment whatsoever. And Quinn was the one that made the video. Asmin mentioned that. By the way,
Probably because Asmin
I don't
already
like Asmin.
has already engaged with Elon in DMs and talking to him,
Mm-hmm.
whereas Quinn's just a random that he hadn't met before.
Yeah, to me, even hardcore, I just redo things. But then again, I play date. These are people who have sunk like hundreds of hours in their character. Like when you're up there at like level like fucking 60, you've put in like 200 plus hours in your character. Like a lot of time, not just leveling that character, but leveling up different things like enchanting and like tailoring and all that other shit. I haven't played WoW in so long. I can't remember all the shit, but there's so many different things. Like, people put a lot of work into that. And when you die on hardcore like that, your character is gone. That's it. All that time is just gone.
Okay, so picture you haven't died for a while, you've made progress, you've gotten further into the game, and then something goes wrong in your group, and somebody could have saved you, but they didn't. I start over.
You don't play hardcore. There's no, I just start over. Like, you can start over, but that's a lot of time. That's a lot of time invested. If they all just properly cleared rather than tried to shortcut and pass other mobs to go to the boss, it would have been more room for error and less mobs. Well, not only that, their placement was really fucking shitty.
You didn't do anything wrong, and somebody could have, like, stunned the mob or slowed the mob so it didn't catch you, and they didn't.
It was bad placement. Like, okay, they fucked up pulling certain mobs, but at the same time, it was bad placement of where they were because they also had mobs jump on them and do a
would have
patrol.
never been in that situation in the first place because people wouldn't group with you. It's not a solo game, though.
A lot of WoW big shots have said that at least one would have died no matter what, since they went the wrong way and didn't kill one group of mobs you have to kill. Well, that depends. That's if they had pulled the same shit that they pulled. Because again, like, if you watch what happened, they pulled mobs that were patrolling, and then at one point one of them jumped back, and they pulled mobs that were off frame that ran into frame too. They pulled a lot of shit that they weren't supposed to, and it's because they were panicked at that point.
Trying to, like, dismiss it and say somebody would have died anyway, that's very much just whataboutism. The whole point is that he didn't try to help anybody.
Yeah, no, that's the main point.
He ran away
he didn't try to
alone, and then doubled down on it, saying he didn't do anything wrong and blamed everyone else.
Yep. Failures and raids are far too common. No, that's the thing. It happens, but it's the way he handled it is the problem. Like, it's literally the way he handled it.
It really exposes some people's mindset. It's not fucking every man for himself.
Nope.
You're in a group with other people. You're in a guild with other people. You're there together to do something together. You're not just there to fuck each other over.
It is for him. Don't you know who he is? He was the
No, I've never heard of him until this week.
No, you don't understand. Tyrus, you don't understand. He was the guild enchanter. He had 300 enchanting. He can't let his character die. Not only that, but did you know he worked for Blizzard for 7 years? He's very smart.
His life was more valuable than everyone else.
He's very smart. He's a smart man. He worked at Blizzard.
He's not very smart.
He mentions working at Blizzard like at least once every stream.
It's another socially inept fucking narcissist.
Yeah. They come in at the wrong time. Every time's the wrong time. How you doing, Kiark? Group he was with said run. They, while running, decided to stop and go back and dilly-dally. Yeah, but he wasn't paying attention to anything. Like, he just kept full-on running. They said run, but then...
And then they said to fight it.
Thank you. They didn't constantly just keep saying run.
And that was just the end of it.
Not justifying his action, just saying that while he did fuck up bad, the whole group fucked up that run from the start. You know, they all fucked up. It's just the fact that
here's the issue people don't fucking understand. He didn't fuck up. He didn't try.
Yeah. Well, that's where he fucked up.
He didn't make a mistake.
That's what I mean.
That's not a fuck up though. That's the thing. It's not a mistake. It's not a fuck up. It's a decision.
Well, that is the fuck up.
He made that choice. That's not a
Roaching out.
mistake though. It's not a fuck up. A fuck up is the person who accidentally pulled the extra group in the panic.
Was this a game? World of Warcraft Hardcore. So when you die, you lose that character. This was like a high, like a late game dungeon thing.
The
Dire
call was made
Maul or
once
something?
to run, and then they changed the call to fight it. But he kept running.
He wasn't even looking back. At
Like,
one
he was
point, he
very
did look back.
intentional ditching the group.
At one time, he looked back and then just stood
Barely.
there, and then turned around and
Barely.
kept running, and they weren't even near him. Like,
The very brief moment that he looked back was the same moment he was glancing over his fucking manager.
yeah. And then goes, well, what do you want me to do? I have no mana. Do you see my mana? What do you want me to do?
Arguing with people in the middle of a fucking situation.
I can't do anything. Casts armor on himself, blinks further away. You die when you're killed. In hardcore WoW, yeah, your character's gone.
He
You
kept
die.
teleporting while he was the furthest one away, and he kept casting his fucking ice shield on himself just to make sure he had no mana.
Yep. Cast teleport, I'm out of mana. Yeah, well, that and the shield on himself, too. The whole thing was a mess. I don't know. I usually have Summit's stream open for that. I like having Summit on for background noise.
Summit's a goat. I love Summit. Summit's my spirit animal.
Watching his reactions to the whole thing going on is just funny, too. Apparently another thing that dude does, too, when he's doing, like he'll be in calls with people doing raids and shit, and he doesn't mute himself when he's talking to a stream. So he just sits there and just
Oh,
keeps
he's one of those
talking,
people?
and
No etiquette?
He's one of those people, yeah. The only time I've ever done that is when I couldn't get it to fucking work. And I always feel bad every time.
Yeah,
He just doesn't give a shit.
You figured out your Discord mute stuff with me.
Because I could never get it to work. It wouldn't work. Just like, it will not fucking work. How do I make it work? It won't work. Alright. I'm gonna get up out of here, y'all. Y'all have a good rest of your night. It's going on 1:30 for me. I need to go AFK for a period
You going
of
to the
time.
Coin Machine World now?
It's not open, I don't think. I mean, you all can, and I'll catch back up, but nobody's there right now, I don't think.
We can open it.
That other world's open. The one with, like, the X and the screen. That's true, you could probably open it. But alright, I'm out of here, y'all. Thanks for watching and hanging out. I'll catch y'all next time. I might be live late tomorrow. Maybe. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Depends on how late it is. It might not happen because it might be too late. But catch y'all later. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night.